Aries, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late September into early October 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's going on for the lovely Aries collective, the Rams. How are you? Let's see what's up, my guys. Talk to me. What do we got? And yes, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. Well, let's get it going here. Let's get this first card popping for Aries. Let's rock, my guides. Talk to me. What's going on? Thank you. All right, we do have this magician character, and I always say this is extra intriguing, especially since it's an oracle deck we're dealing with. And of course, this could speak about manifestation, but when I see this, it could be a bit of a tricky energy for us to decipher because there's a lot going on within the symbolism of the card. Now, before we fully dive into it, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the September subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, check out channel memberships pinned down in the comments, doing a special reading for channel members. And finally, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, that's it. Let's get into this reading. Here we go. Magician, you see him, it looks like he's doing magic tricks, and like I said, has a lot of similarities to the magician in the tarot deck. So it could be about manifesting, creating. A lot of the Aries collective, myself included, you guys know I'm part of the Aries collective, our powers of manifesting could be extra heightened in this time. So it's important to really take stock of what you're focusing on and what you're putting your energy into, because you might be bringing things in that you're not even intentionally trying to. However, if you're purposefully channeling these energies, that could be a beautiful, positive thing, my friends. Now, like as I was saying, when we have this magician card showing up from the oracle deck, there is a sense of illusion. There's a sense of mystery here. Watch this hand while the other hand is doing something else. So when this card comes up, there might be certain things that are outside of your view that you don't quite see. Watch out for trickery, watch out for mystery, things like that. But obviously, we don't have to take that as a warning. This could just speak about the power of creation and controlling your destiny, which is a beautiful thing. So let's get into tarot now. And I always say that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. I'm going to get you 3 cards in the upright, then we'll get into the intuitive juiciness. So let's shuffle it up one time here for you, Aries, and see what's going on. And while we do, let's talk about last week's reading, because it was very positive, if you ask me. It was titled A Massive Success. And it seems like for the Aries collective, there's been a bit of a seesaw of energy, where one week it seems a little down, a little glum. Then the next one, it's like, boom, fires blazing, lots of good things coming in. So with the energy I saw last week, that could still trickle over for a lot of you, that there could be a lot of successes coming in for you, whether that's personal, relationships, business, finance. It was looking really good. So let's get you 3 cards here. What do we got for Aries, please? As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone, so only take this how it hits for you. So we could be seeing your vibe or someone you're linked to. Let's get it going. 3 cards for Aries as we move on in. Yeah, here's a little bit of stability here, which could be very good depending on what you're going through. We have the Hierophant, extremely spiritual type of energy, rock solid. I do like it generally. We just have to see what's surrounding it, because in its rougher aspects, the Hierophant could represent delays or things that aren't moving as you would like. Extremely powerful energy here, Aries. We have the Star coming up next to this Hierophant. Beautiful. That's a positive angelic energy. There's so much spirituality in these 2 major arcana. Very powerful energy. Let's get you one more. Thank you. The Sun. So Aries, I'm loving this. We have so much positivity here to start us off. Now, I will say this, yes, readings can and do change when we start clarifying them, but this is looking really nice so far. Let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into the juicy intuitive stuff. So at first look, first glance, like I was saying, super positive. We have some of the best cards in the whole entire deck here. But another thing is that all of them are very, very powerful in their own right. Major arcana in general are powerful. And whenever I see a reading that the whole top row is major arcana, it's a very important time for a lot of Aries. You might be at a make or break point, or cycles could be shifting in your life. Lots of powerful change with these archetypes. But let's go through one by one, because we have earth, we have air, we have fire. all different mixtures. So for a lot of you, there could be changes going on in different areas of your life, where they could be coming up. In position number 1, we have the Hierophant. So this links into the zodiac sign of Taurus. Maybe some of you are on the cusp of Taurus. I'm early April, so I'm not really on this cusp. But when we see the Hierophant, it's one of the most in-depth tarot cards there are with its symbolism. It could represent power structures, so it could represent corporations, churches, religions, like big things that are overarching in society. This could represent day-to-day life. It is very stable. It's not outside of the box, so there could be something relating to your schedule, your day-to-day life, things that you do on the daily. When we have the Hierophant, we think of authority figures, bosses. So whether you're being a boss, or this could represent a boss of yours, the Hierophant is so many things. But one thing that always shows up with this is that it is grounded. It's long-lasting type of energy. It's not going nowhere. There's nothing that's going to budge this Hierophant. So having this in the beginning can be a blessing, but could also be a curse. Hopefully you're not being frustrated or stressed out about something not moving to your liking or not changing when we have this Hierophant. Aside from the spiritual undertones and archetypes, this is just a card of long-lasting commitments as well. If you're watching this for love and romance, this could be someone you've been with for a very long time, possible even marriage. But moving to the center, we have the Star, Aquarius energy, beautiful. So I will say in these first 2 cards, we have a lot of like big picture type of energy showing up. When I see the Star, it is very hopeful. This is wish come true, dream come true type of energy. When you wish upon a star is something that comes to mind here. So if you're not connected to an Aquarius, when we have the Star, it's something that you may be working towards, something that makes you have hope in a brighter day. So when I see the Star, I think of something that might be off a little bit in the distance. It might not be right here, right now, but it's something that should be worked towards. And it is that energy of hope and happiness. We love this energy around here. But once again, since all of these are positive on their face, the clarifier is going to tell us a lot, because these could be separate people. Remember, they're all linked to zodiac signs as well. But I love the Star. This often comes up when either there's a wish fulfilled of some kind, a wish fulfilled, a goal attained, and it could even represent like a big payoff of some sort. So we'll have to see. Now, getting to the back end, we have the Sun card. Beautiful. This is the most positive card in the whole entire deck. I recently did a poll in the community section about this, and most people did say the Sun is the most powerful energy in the whole entire deck, and I'm probably going to agree with that. All of these energies are extremely powerful in their own right, but the Sun is like straight up source energy, like literally straight from the source. So when we see it, it's that light, life, and love that comes down from the universe, from spirit. It's positivity. It's winds of all different kinds. The Sun can represent truth. The Sun can represent things being revealed or made known to you. So no mystery here. When the Sun shines its light, things become known. So whether it's eureka moments within yourself or you finding out facts. But the Sun to me is a just complete and total win or victory. And having it next to a card like the Star and the Hierophant, there's a lot of long-lasting implications here for a lot of areas. So what you're going through now, or the things you're going through, the things you're working towards, could have many long-lasting implications. So we're just going to place that up there. I want to dive deeper on all of it. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for Aries. My gods, talk to me. And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive. It means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Hierophant. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Aries, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Hierophant time. We got Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, lots of stuff happening here. Why is the Hierophant in the mix? Please. Okay, yeah, the deck is being specific. Temperance, okay. Yeah, your patience might be tested in one form or another. Another heavy major arcana here. We have Temperance in the upright Sagittarius energy, so you may have a long-lasting link with a Sagittarius or someone that has placements in Sagittarius. Another fire sign, usually very good energy that mixes well with Aries. But once again, this is extremely spiritual, extremely protective. So if you are going through difficult times, this might literally be with the Hierophant and Temperance spirit saying like, hey, if you need help, not just manifest it, but ask for it. Okay, the squeaky wheel gets the grease type of energy. That's a vibe I'm picking up for some reason. So whatever it is you're going through, if you need help, if you want something to change, if you want something to switch, you need to ask for it. Otherwise, you might have to wait a while. And maybe you've been patient in the past. Maybe you're being patient right now and it's a waiting game of some kind. That's the energy I'm picking up here in the front. Another thing, there's so much spiritual protection here. Archangel Michael, the defender type of energy. We have the star, angelic, the hierophant, spiritual, the sun, source. So for a lot of Aries, you could be divinely protected right now. There's extremely powerful energy at play. And I want to see how it plays out throughout the rest of the reading, especially with the star and the sun, with how things could turn out in the long future. I'm loving this protective, beautiful energy here. But as I said when it first came out, you might be either being put to a test or you might be having to practice patience in one form or another. Let's keep it moving. Something may not be moving to your liking. Something may not be elapsing to how you think it should be. Let's see what's up with the star. Keep it moving here. We're not going to get hung up on any of them. Let's see why the star is in the mix for Aries. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. The Magician, my friends. The Magician underneath this star. This is beautiful. This is extremely powerful. All major arcana so far, my friends. Even the first oracle card we could say has been major arcana. This is extremely rare in my style of readings because I read jumpers, right? I don't peel off the top or off the bottom, and not knocking anybody that does, but I read jumpers. Once again, this Magician energy showing up underneath the star. You got to create it, my friends. You got to manifest it. You got to bring it forth. You got to put your energy into it. Stay positive, have hope. I know I sound like I'm an inspirational speaker right now, but that's the energy that spirit is funneling towards Aries. Like, you have to be hopeful. You have to manifest it. You have to keep pushing. And I know as an Aries myself, we don't have to be told to keep pushing. But sometimes if we're trying to do something where it feels like we keep getting knocked down and get back up, knocked down, get back up, we could lose a little bit of that fire. This feels like wish come true type of energy. I will say, Aries, for a lot of you, the power, the energetic power that you have running through you right now is palpable. It's magnetic. There could be a lot of people or things coming towards you. There's so much possibility and there's so much power. That's like the best way I could put it, the best way I could phrase it in the English language is it's like almost overwhelming the amount of power I'm picking up off these cards. Just know, manifesting isn't just about thinking it. It's not about just imagining it and thinking it. That's part of the equation. You need to put purposeful action towards it. Okay, I can manifest being a professional athlete. If I don't train towards that or make proper moves, it's never going to happen. Okay, so I don't know. I feel like someone needed to hear those things. Let's keep moving over to the sun. So far, extremely powerful energy. Straight across the board, it's looking very positive. No reversals in the bottoms yet either. Let's see why the sun is in the mix. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. And another thing I have to say, when it comes to major arcana, these are heavy life archetypes. They're big picture types of energies. So you could be going through a lot of different things. You might be going through personal relationship things or work things, changes and such. This is spirit asking you to look big picture at things, like keep your eyes on the prize. Let's see why the sun is here before we keep it moving. So much power. Why is the sun here for Aries? Thank you. Okay. Wow. Beautiful. Serious win right here. Planning it. Strategy. We have the King of Swords himself chilling right here underneath the sun. Now we have our first card that is not major arcana, and it's a court card. This could represent an air sign that you're connected to. We have a lot of zodiacal energy here. Now, what do we think of with the King of Swords if you're not connected to an air sign, which is showing up right here on the back? The King of Swords is strategy-based, plan-based, extremely intelligent and smart. So I feel like a big part of this spread is learning how to blend the spiritual and the analytical. Okay, like a blend of the both, a blend of spiritual, a blend of science. It's an interesting mix we got going on here. But when I see this King of Swords, it's about making the proper plans, making the proper moves. And underneath the sun, this card is very stern and serious. So there could be something that you need to be taking seriously. Like if you want it, you need to be serious about it. If you want it and you want to go get it, you have to stay serious about this. But overall, with the energy I'm seeing here, it all feels positive. No reversals, no yucky feelings. And a lot of you could have a serious win really getting teed up right now. Okay, whether it's you teeing it up through manifestation, whether it's spirit teeing it up, whether it's even happenstance, there could be a very powerful or serious win coming down the pipeline, or victory, because I've been seeing it like speckled in for weeks now. This energy is very overwhelmingly positive, Aries. So maybe some of you need that injection of positive energy. Let's go through one by one, then we'll do a quick recap. I'm loving the energy this week, my friends. In position number 1, and just to mention again, so much powerful major arcana energy all over this spread. But we have the Hierophant and Temperance. You might be being tested in some sort of way. You might have to be patient. You might be waiting on something to possibly change. But there is such a heavy spiritual connection here. Spirit could be telling you that you were divinely protected in this time with the Hierophant and Temperance. Angelic. All this energy is extremely positive. Moving to the center, we have the Star with the Magician. We have the Magician as the very first card in this spread as well, and it's all about creating and manifesting this magnetic energy that you should really be taking seriously, that there's a lot of power of creation within you. So plan it, think it, make proper action towards it, and there's like almost nothing that can't be attained. And I know that's like a very bold statement, but that's what I'm feeling through the power of this spread. Okay, moving to the back end, we do have the Sun burning hot high in the sky with the King of Swords in the upright. Very stern and serious. Make a plan of action and follow through. It's all about the follow through. But when I see this on the back end, I do feel like Spirit is teeing up some sort of serious victory or powerful one for a lot of Aries. So please take a screenshot of this beautiful spread. Let's get you a shadow card though real quick. Let's see what's in the shadows for Aries. And if you're a cross watcher, I just want to say this as we get into the shadow card, and you're having a tough time with an Aries or have been in recent times, this positive energy tells me that if you so choose, if you wanted to, now would be a good time to really figure things out with that Aries, okay? Approach them, figure things out, because there's so much positivity looming here. Let's get you one shadow card, though. What's going on in the shadows for Aries? There we go, thank you. Okay, 5 of Cups, and this is a very common thing that happens whenever we have an overwhelmingly positive spread, is we get a card that could represent a little bit of sadness. So I don't want to really crap all over the reading when we have the 5 of Cups in the shadows, but we all deal with feelings like these. For those of you unaware, the 5 of Cups is generally called the River of Tears from a lot of readers for a good reason. Now, I feel like this is Spirit saying not to live in extremes, okay? Like when things are going good, don't get too high, don't get too low. When things are going bad, don't get too high, don't get too low. That's a big advice I always pick up when we have a positive reading and the 5 of Cups in the shadows. But there is something that's still, although there's so much positivity here, you might be a little upset about, or something that's bothering you underneath the surface. And Spirit might be saying like, hey, you could still resolve that and lean into the positive energy. It doesn't have to sink everything, okay? We all experience this range of emotions. So either that or someone you're linked to is really going through one. I'll just leave it at that. But Aries, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details. The September subscriber surprise. For the September subscriber surprise, I'll be picking 2 lucky winners to win 2 tarot decks completely at random. It will be a winner's choice. So if you want to get the Gilded Tarot, you could go ahead and do that. If you want the Everyday Witches Tarot, that's your choice as well. Any deck under $40 US will be given away. So if you'd like to get your name in for this one, it's 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. Second, let me know down in the comments which zodiac signs you get along best with. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, I'll put the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you next time.